divinity back in femininity. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell to receive updates.
All right, so everybody's talking about it all over the internet. Jada Pinkett Smith, oh, she's a narcissist, oh, she's a succubus, oh, she's this, oh, she's that. And people were asking me my thoughts on it. And I want to be very, very clear. Back in the day, when I was really into New Ageism, if you are a long-term Twilight subscriber, I painted narcissism as the worst fucking thing in the world. And a person who truly has narcissistic personality disorder, one in which there is no cure for, where they believe that everybody in the world needs to be exploited for their consumption, and they are a parasitic energy, yes, they are pretty horrible. There's really nothing you can do with them. There's really no mid ground you can make with them, because in all that you do, all they would ever want to do is exploit people, right? But there is certain aspects of narcissistic behavior that is important to survive in this current climate, as it relates to dating, as it relates to relationships, as it relates to perception, right? We've had to accept and switch our mindset from believing that if we are these good girls who are chaste and are so understanding and loving, caring, kind, and giving, that life will just open up for us and that we will reap the benefits, and being a good person, you always win. Well, that is not how life works. It is a intellectual fallacy to believe so. I'm going to do what helps me sleep at night, but I ain't gonna be nobody's fool. So with that being said, of course, I'm going to prioritize myself and my needs. And because of this polarized view of good and bad, good is you're self-sacrificing, you are always open, loving, and giving. And bad is, especially as it relates to women and the Madonna whore complex, you can look that up. If you have any sense of self-preservation, or you prioritize your own needs, or you are not walking around trying to save men from their chaotic, despondent, and low frequency behavior, then you're an awful woman. You are an awful, awful woman, right? And when it comes to someone like Jada Pinkett Smith, who depicts certain narcissistic characteristics where it appears that she's almost like a black widow, I even put a post up on Facebook, one black widow man-eating succubus, and everybody loses their mind, as if for every one black widow woman, there are like 10 males who are exactly like her. And men will gaslight and say it's not true, but turn around and tell their daughters to stay away from so many different types of guys. If guys were just such a smorgasbord of goodness, light, and integrity, then under the system of patriarchy, we wouldn't have wars, we wouldn't have famine, we wouldn't have destruction. We got a war going on now. We wouldn't have people that were taken from their land. We wouldn't have colonization. We wouldn't have savage behavior. These are things that are innate when you're dealing with men who are in their darker masculine. It is their baseline. It is their survival mode. Right? And so the things that Jada Pinkett is doing that people think that she's doing to Will Smith, he's perfectly okay with it. And it's even reported that he said that he's perfectly okay with it. So while everybody is in their bag and everybody is in their feelings about Jada Pinkett Smith online, and everybody is commenting on her behavior as if she is ensnared Will into an entrapment that he can not get out of, is absolutely incorrect. That man has made a decision to stick with this woman at all costs. You don't know what dark secrets she holds for him. You don't know what things behind the scenes that she never brings up, right? You don't know that. And so a lot of times the way people think a relationship looks and the way it appears isn't always the way that it is, right? So I'm speaking in generalities, of course, because I don't have any specific information about Jada Pinkett Smith, but it is just my opinion from looking at their relationship and the reaction that the internet has about their relationship. It shows me that males cannot stand when a woman prioritizes herself and her needs at the same level or more as a man, publicly and openly, right? They want to be the ones conquering. They want to be the ones appearing to be in control. They want to be the ones appearing domineering. They want to be the ones appearing to humiliate their partner, right? That's their God-given right. So when people talk about Jada Pinkett Smith and her being a narcissist and exploiting Will, I think that they're both narcissists. Have you ever heard of a little thing called a vulnerable narcissist? Yeah, the vulnerable narcissist is the one that plays the victim in the relationship. The overt narcissist is the one that actually everyone points the finger at and be like, you're a narcissist. But either way, we know that their relationship is highly codependent. Y'all remember back in the 2000s when everybody was talking about Will and Jada goals. It goes to show that if you are an adult and you live in reality, you realize that nobody's relationship is picture perfect, and two people with their own history and story, their own pain and problems, their own perceptions and reality, trying to combine themselves and live cohesively is usually a shit show. It's usually a shit show. And their relationship has been on public display for years. Now, Jada's transgressions with the young boy August Ostina and the way that it appeared that Will was so hurt when she said that in 2016 he hasn't called her his wife since 2016. That indicates that there was some private situations between them where they had already made an agreement to live and go their separate ways. Just because they are not, or Will is not looking like he has the upper hand in the relationship, that is what has men in a tizzy. It is really just this baseline thought that men are always supposed to be the one doing the conquering, not the ones being conquered. So when they see a woman using her darker feminine energy and her powers of seduction, and the man is still continuing to be smitten with her and loyal to her, it makes men cringe because it's looking like he's not utilizing the God-given power that he's supposed to have. Has she, based on public perception, humiliated Will? Absolutely. But that's based on public perception. Behind closed doors, we don't know who really running the show. So at the end of the day, Jada Pinkett's energy could literally be because of the weight of their marriage, because of the strain of their marriage, because of Will Smith's needs and behavior behind closed doors. So really what I think that we're really seeing is the behavior tendencies of a covert and an overt narcissist. Both two people who are codependently attached to one another, who exploit each other, who expose and manipulate each other, who utilize the marriage as an anchor for both of them, for fame, for money, for clout, and a safe haven. It is my opinion that I believe both of them have separate lives, separate other relationships and people in it, but their understanding is an arrangement. And so a lot of these males sit around and fantasize about being worshipped by women, and they want to see a woman just pining away for a man and her waiting to exhale to be loved. And when they don't see that, it gives them a certain sense of aggravation. I'm not saying every man, but there are a lot of men out here who are very sadistic in nature when it comes to the dynamics of a male and female relationship. So Jada Pinkett Smith being a narcissist is almost null and void. Who even cares? The truth is that their relationship is an arrangement. It is an understanding. And while people are thinking Will is the victim, that's exactly what he wants you to think. I think we are dealing with two con artists. That's just my opinion. Thanks for hanging out. Let me know what you think in the comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.